And we're back. Okay, everybody roll for initiative. Just kidding.
Not 20. Let me roll. I know exactly what I'm going to get.
75.
See, there I got him.
88.
Where is he at? Where's he at? There.
I'm gonna.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, he's pretty.
How do
He's
I
so
send him
pretty.
to you?
There should be an option on there where you're simply highlighting a shared link.
Right here. Hold on. You click this?
We're doing explainer videos.
I know, it's good though.
I gotta get rid of the blur.
Yep.
Boy. All right. So
Kind of a
you go to like
sexy
here.
tiefling.
And it's literally just share link. Ooh.
Oh, share link. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And then then you'll see this, and it'll be like a little copy button.
Yeah.
And that's the button you want to copy.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. All right, now I'm sending it to you, Jason.
So,
Boom!
where we last left off, session 18 began with the introduction of Father Jinx Gutterborn, a streetwise tabaxi cleric of the Moonweaver, secretly hired by a criminal syndicate to spy on the party. Meta, you guys don't know that yet, although you probably already suspect it, and uncover their plan. Jinx arrives at the Third Eye Apothecary under the guise of requesting bandages for the poor. Mysteriously, Eldira draws a 3 Fates tarot card upon his arrival, signaling to the party that Father Jinx is destined to join their chaotic crew. Meanwhile, the party handles some morning errands. Reel visits the Alabaster Lyceum to ask Professor Gladstone for information regarding amethyst dragons. Bludgeon also visits the Lyceum, bribing a researcher to investigate his familial ties to the Battle of the Barbed Fields and the Crimson Bride. Back at the apothecary, the Frost Moon Halfling Caravan officially delivers the party's massive flail snail shell and other exotic goods. Seeking official access to investigate Thordak's scar, the party heads to the Scale Tower to speak with Lyra's mentor, Dravorak. They find the tower suspiciously locked and devoid of life. After Real picks the front door lock, they discover a horrific scene. The first floor is shrouded in magical darkness and covered in the bloody, entirely boneless remains of the captive red dragon wormling. Following a trail of bloody handprints upstairs, they found the third-floor laboratory completely incinerated by a spherical blast of intense dragon fire. In a hidden study at the top of the tower, they uncover the late Professor Dorn's stolen journals. Zatina pieces together a grim theory. Dravorak was secretly colluding with Dorn and likely attempted a true polymorph ritual using the wormling's bones to transmute himself into a spawn of Thordak, leading to a disastrous fiery failure. Using a recovered brass key, Real opens a locked closet to reveal a hidden Fey pocket portal. Stepping inside, the party discovers Dravorak's massive centuries-old gold hoard and, shockingly, a dozen intact red dragon eggs, secured within magical glyphs of protection. The group also uncovers an inverted track on the ceiling that triggers a time shift portal when an old coin is inserted. A frantic time-traveling gnome briefly appears from the anomaly to scream, "Don't do it!" before vanishing. The session ends on a massive cliffhanger. Hoping to recharge his plenty travel gem, Real holds the artifact near one of the warded eggs. The gem crackles with energy, violently disrupting the shell and causing a long-necked dragon to suddenly begin to hatch. Now I need everybody to roll for initiative, please.
Oh my God.
22.
I want his initiative.
I mean, you want to trade with my initiative?
No, I got 11.
You sure? I got a 4.
4.
I got 11.
That sounds like a roll I usually make.
Oh boy.
I got a rock.
Holy crap.
Let's see, we got 11, 10. Real, what'd you get?
4.
3.
3.
Real. God.
Real.
Real.
I like calling you because it sounds like your money.
Listen, it's real easy to know what his name is.
Exactly.
Real.
Real is a silver Spanish currency, I think.
His name is Real Easy. That's his middle name.
Exactly.
You just don't know it.
I apologize ahead of time, Sam. She can't help herself. Oh, damn, Zatina with a 23.
I know, right?
That is so not like you. The spawn dragon, unfortunately, cannot be surprised, so he will go first with Zatina on deck.
Can I do something first?
As a reaction, potentially.
Can I spin the ring and take his initiative?
Ooh.
Mhm.
Does the ring let you do that as a reaction?
I think so. Let me look at it quick here.
Yeah, read it really quick. That's kind of cool if it does.
It was
Ring of
thing
Alacrity.
Would that mean you're giving him your initiative?
You can use your reaction when you roll for initiative.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
That means you could use
Yeah.
your reaction during your initiative roll, and the ring allows you to steal the dragon's initiative, correct?
Yes.
Now, I will warn you,
All right.
it has a special ability that during the beginning of the first round, it can't be surprised. I actually rolled a 17 for its initiative. So if you do that, your initiative becomes a 17.
rather than a 22.
All right. I won't do it.
Okay.
Just roll them.
Normally, you want to use that ring like after the first or second round as a reaction, or normally you want to use that as a reaction if you roll a really crappy initiative. 22 is a really good initiative.
Still got beat.
All right. First thing he's going to do is move over here. And he is going to use his breath weapon. I need everyone to make dexterity saves, if you would, please.
I mean, not being caught flat-footed, that means that they go first, or that just means that we don't get a surprise round on him?
He goes first. Special ability that the Thordak spawn has.
What are we rolling?
Dex save. And don't sound too upset about it.
21.
Ooh, that will definitely save.
I
I
rolled
got a
9.
21 as well.
Finally.
Hold on a sec. Zatina, what'd you get?
11.
That'll fail. Bludgeon, you got a 9. That'll fail. Lyra, 21.
Mm-hmm.
That'll succeed. Father Jinx, 21. That'll succeed. Real, what'd you get?
13.
That will fail. Real, Bludgeon, and Zatina will take 32 points of fire damage.
Can I do heroic
Cool.
and re-roll?
Absolutely. And Lyra and Father Jinx will take 16 points of fire.
Can I use my? I can't use inspiration on that. I'm down.
All right. I failed.
Did
again.
you max out your hit points?
Hold on, I might have forgotten to do that when we leveled up. Well, no, because I came in at level 5.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Forgot to
5d6.
I think I forgot to do that shit too. Actually.
Hold on.
Yeah,
my rolled HP is 25, so I came in at level 5.
Gotcha. So you are down.
Can I use my divination thing to replace the 8 I rolled with the, because I get to roll 2 d20s and save those numbers?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to replace that 8 with a 17 to make it a
Yeah, it's a DC 16, so 17 will save. So you will only take 16 points of fire damage.
Okay.
How'd you do, Bludgeon, on your reroll?
Failed again. However, I
Yeah,
have this vest on that is half damage anyway.
yeah, you resist
That's
fire.
right.
Oh
so
wait,
you
it's
Yeah.
fire, right?
Yeah.
I'm
I hope
resistant to fire.
So you take 16 instead of 32, and Bludgeon also takes 16 instead of 32. It's almost like you guys are heroes with special abilities.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Wait, hold on.
That will be its going to finish its move flying. That was its action, its move. As a bonus action, it is going to cast the cantrip. Oh God, why do I firebolt? So you're not down, real. I'm gonna put you back up. Lyra, give me a dex save if you would, please.
13.
13 will fail. You'll take 6 points of fire damage from the firebolt. That will finish the dragon's turn. Zatina, you are up with bludgeon on deck.
Okay. I am going to I'm gonna cast a second level witch bolt on the dragon.
Okay. What's the save, or is it a ranged spell attack?
It's a ranged spell attack.
Go for it. And that's,
where am I?
You are right here.
Okay. Can I that rock to the left of me, can I move behind it for some cover?
Okay.
And then I would like to cast second level witch bolt.
Go for it. And that is concentration if you hit, correct?
Yes. 16?
16 is going to miss. Its armor class is a 17.
Damn.
I believe you're still concentrating on it, though, but you get a chance to hit with it again during your next turn, correct? Because I think it's the new Witch Bolt in the 5.5. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on each of your subsequent turns, you get to continue to try to attack, and then once you do attack, then the 1d12 takes over. Why is it doing that? That's weird. So you're concentrating on Witch Bolt. I believe you still have a bonus action left. Remember, all cantrips are bonus actions.
Yes. I would like to I would like to try and mind sliver it.
Nice. Intelligence saving throw.
DC 16.
That is an 11 plus 4 is a 15. That is going to fail.
So it's gonna take 8 points of psychic damage,
Okay.
and it subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes.
Yep.
Before the end of its next turn.
I got it. That'll finish Zatina's turn. Bludgeon, you are up with Lyra on deck.
All right, here we go. Bludgeon will move to the rear of the dragon without being attacked.
As you get in base with it, I need you to make a Constitution save, if you would, please.
15.
That will succeed. You will take no damage, but you recognize that its skin is made of molten fire.
Now, let's see what his sword does to it. But Bludgeon can now do 2 attacks round normally, and then I will action surge for a third. He's got the poison blades to begin with.
So when you action surge, you actually get 2 more attacks.
So I can do 4 in a round.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your 2 attacks, then you action surge and make 2 more attacks.
That's a good day. Let's do it.
I love it when players discover things that help.
Here goes the first with the long sword that is poison.
Okay.
11. However, I'll miss. It doesn't make sense to do like a precision hit. But here goes the dagger. Natural 20. A total of 28.
So, just as a friendly reminder, you can use the longsword for each attack. You don't have to use the dagger if you don't want to. So, if you want, you could use that natural 20 for your longsword instead.
Do I still get? Because I attack normally with 2 weapons.
Right. So 2-weapon fighting is optional, not mandatory. So when it says you get 2 attacks per action, you could either attack twice with your longsword, attack twice with your dagger, or attack once with your longsword, once with your dagger.
Okay.
It's up to you to choose that option.
What makes more sense with the longsword then?
Yeah, especially since you got a nat 20 on that one.
All right. Here goes the
So
damage.
first of all, since you did hit, take 4 points of fire damage
What?
because his skin is molten fire. You're also on fire, so until you spend an action to put yourself out, you will continue to take 1d4 points of fire damage. So with your longsword, it's max damage because it's crit, and then you roll it again.
So it's going to be 8 plus 1 plus 6. 15 total.
15 total. And what do I have to make for my con saving throw for the poison?
I believe it was 14.
Okay. That is a natural 18 plus 5. So he is not poisoned.
All right. So the next attack should be a longsword.
So your first attack missed. Your second attack was the crit. So now you action surge. Correct? And now you're taking 2 more attacks.
Here goes the longsword.
Okay.
17.
17 will just hit. That is its armor class.
11 points of damage. And it would be with the poisoned sword if it still works.
Yep. Let me make another con save. Natural 19 plus 5. So that will be another save.
All right.
Does it
I'll
take
get
half damage then, or?
No, because it's a poison that he puts on his blade. If I fail, then I take full damage plus I'm poisoned. If I succeed, I don't take any damage from the poison.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So another longsword strike then.
Yep.
25, that hits.
25 will definitely hit. Roll for damage. Oof.
14
My luck.
points of damage.
How much?
14, and then poison if it's still there.
Yeah, I failed. So he is now poisoned. So he has
And that'd be-
disadvantage on his attack rolls. And go ahead and roll the damage.
12.
12 points of poison damage.
So he
Go ahead.
so he is poisoned, and he's
Yep.
at the longsword strike would be he's at disadvantage attacking.
Correct, because of poison.
Well, not only poison, but normally the longsword has the sap.
Oh, okay. They don't stack, but either way, well, the poison he's at disadvantage on all of his attack rolls.
All right. So can I keep attacking?
I think the only thing you have left is your bonus action, which you can use your dagger for.
All right, there's a dagger strike. 22.
22 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
6 points of damage with the dagger, and he gets.
Okay. So I forgot to tell you. So for each of those hits, you take 3 points of fire damage.
Oh, that's 12 more.
Yep. That'll finish your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Lyra, you are up with Father Jinx on deck.
This is great. Wonderful. Lovely. Lovely. Is Bludgeon still on fire?
Yes.
He's hot.
Okay, I am going to Druidcraft. Blow the fire out.
What's the range on that?
30 feet.
Yeah, he's definitely in range. So, is that your bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. So, bludgeon the fire goes out, so you're no longer on fire.
Do I get hit points?
No, you're just not on fire.
Let's not give you. Yeah, just not on fire. And then I'm going to cast Moonbeam. 3rd level. Moonbeam.
What's the saving
Con
throw?
save.
Wisdom? Con save.
I know.
That's going to fail.
Oh, great. That's great. 3d10.
And
And
you
I'm
are
concentrating.
concentrating on that.
Here, d10, d10, d10. There you are. Okay, that is a 10, and a 9, and a 7.
26.
28, 26? 26, sorry, I went the wrong way. 26
Alright.
radiant damage.
Nice.
And that's my bonus action, my action, and move. I want to move away so that we're not in, like, go around. So we're not in a cone, so he can hit us all. Yeah, but still maintaining like 30 feet away, so I can put Bludgeon out if he gets on fire
Yep.
again.
All right, you're good. Father Jinx, you are up with Real on deck.
Okay, I'm going to use my feline agility. I'm going to move toward those gems over there, but not getting in base with the dragon. 60 movement.
Over these.
Yep.
Okay.
Do I see anything that has to do with... So the dragon came out of the egg, right?
Yep, the eggs are all back here.
Right. So it just came out of the egg.
Well, Real attempted to see if his device would have any effect on the egg. I think he was hoping it would drop the wards. It seemed, though, that the magic of the egg and the device kind of like collided, and it caused the egg to hatch.
Okay. Will it take an action for me to do an Arcana check on these gems to see if they have anything to do with the dragon?
What's your passive insight?
My passive insight. Well. It's a whopping 14.
14?
Yeah.
You actually suspect that these gems have something to do with the Fey pocket that you're in. That if these gems get destroyed, the Fey pocket will collapse.
What would happen to us if the Fey pocket collapsed? With
You
us
could
in it?
end up randomly in a different dimension. Or you could end up dead.
Oh,
We end up dead.
I mean, you had a 14 insight, not a natural 20.
I gotcha. Would it take me an action to make a roll?
Yeah, if you want to take an action and roll Arcana, yeah.
All right. I am going to do that.
We're gonna die.
So it's going to be a dirty 20.
30-20. These are definitely holding the Fey pocket together if these gems are destroyed. The Fey Pocket will collapse, ejecting everybody into random planes of existence.
Okay, and then it looks like there's more than one gem there, or is that just supposed to be one big gem?
It's like a big grouping of them.
Okay, well, I'm going to use...
Keep in mind, all you've got left is a bonus action.
Oh, I have a bonus action. All right, let me see what I can do with my bonus action.
Hanging in the air.
Action. Oh, there we go. How is everybody doing on hit points? Would you guys need some healing?
I could use
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably bludgeon. Bludgeon's about the.
Okay,
my
so
bet.
I'm gonna do healing word. Everybody within 60 feet.
You doing mass healing word?
No, it's called healing word.
I think you can only choose one target, though.
It says, "Oh, a creature." Shit.
Yeah.
I thought it said any creature within my voice. Oh, that
Can
sucks.
you get? Can you get?
I'm gonna
bludgeon?
get.
He's
I'm gonna
too-
get bludgeon then.
Okay.
And two. Yeah, I got 17, so I cast it.
We're not using
oh-
spell casting in this
Oh, that's
one,
right.
remember?
We're not doing that on this game. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry, man.
No,
Okay,
you're good.
so he'll get some measly hit points. Not too bad.
Hey, he's not on fire anymore, and he gets healing.
7,
Good day for a fighter.
7, 8, 9, 10. Got 11 hit points back.
All right, thank you very much.
All right,
You're
that'll
welcome.
finish Father Jinx's turn. Real, you are up.
I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up just like 10, 15 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Fireball, but I'm going to transmute it to cold damage.
Ooh, very
If
nice.
I can, I'll try to avoid it hitting bludgeon.
Yeah, you could drop it like right next to him.
Yep.
Okay, deck save.
15.
That is a natural 5 plus 2.
Woo! I'll be D6. I'll just roll on D&D. That was a mistake. 24 points of cold damage.
How much?
24 points of cold damage.
It's still pretty good. Over 50%. That's your move, your action. You still have your bonus action.
Dude. I'm going to not get close, that's for sure. That's it. I don't have any cantrips I can use.
All right, that'll finish Real's turn. Top of the second round. Zatina, you are up with Bludgeon on deck. You're on mute.
I. So, I would.
Very different from playing No Mash, isn't it?
No, there was like. I would like to.
Remember, you're still concentrated on Witch
Shoot.
Bolt, so you could try to hit with Witch Bolt again.
Right.
But and that doesn't
I
require you to cast a spell. That just requires that you try to hit.
Mm-hmm. You know, what, I would actually like to use my bonus action to cast Mind Sliver again.
Okay. Yeah. That's going to fail. I gotta stop using that dice.
No, keep using that dice. I'm
No,
gonna come in and rub myself on all of your other dice too.
Gross.
That's another 7.
That will automatically hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And it is 3. 2, 5, 12 points of force damage.
Nice. Do you want to move at all?
Can I see zoom out? Yeah, can I move to the left even further behind that? It looks like a wooden telephone pole.
I would have told.
All right, that will finish Zatina's turn. Bludgeon, you are up with the dragon on deck.
That's right.
Bludgeon, go ahead and give me another con save, if you would, please.
4.
Telephone pole. That's what everybody gets when the new iPhone comes out.
Oh my god, re-roll that one. Come on, somehow.
Hang on.
I want to be able to give you my luck.
I have no luck.
I can't, but I want to.
Can I
Is that an ability check?
Well, hold on. Zatina might have a reaction.
or because I have the other number I rolled was an 8, so I can replace that one with an 8.
And would guidance work?
No, this is attack roll, not ability check.
Damn it.
Oh,
Damn it.
what's attacking me? The heat?
Well, it's because you're in base with them. So, yeah, every time you remain in base, you have to make a con save. If the con save fails, you take 1d8 fire damage.
All right. How much is it?
That's going to be 2 points of fire damage.
All righty.
And then each time you hit him, you
Christ,
take
and
3
then
points
one
of fire
dagger.
damage.
Ready? $24 to hit.
24 will hit. You take 3 points of damage, and you are on fire again.
Here's the damage. 13 of damage.
Okay. 13 slashing. Second attack.
Natural 20.
Jeez, guy is on fire.
Literally.
So
Really is.
max your die and roll it again.
Does this seem like this thing's taking damage?
Oh, it's taking damage. Yeah.
Okay.
20 points. Plus poison if it's still there.
He's currently already poisoned. They don't stack.
Right. Then the third attack would be the dagger.
Your bonus action strike. Yep.
22 to hit.
22 will hit. Roll for damage.
7 damage.
7 damage. You still have your move if you want to move.
If I move, I get swatted, right?
He will get an attack of opportunity, but it will be at disadvantage because he is poisoned.
Yeah, I'll move back. Back
How
by
far?
the-
By the gems.
Right.
Put you next to Father Jinx.
But not too close.
Um,
He uses a breath weapon.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll put you on the other side. He will use his tail strike on you at disadvantage. That is a 7 plus 10 is a 17 to hit.
17 is my armor class.
That is going to be 22 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone. All right, that'll finish Bludgeon's turn. Dragon is up. He's going to move out of Moonbeam. Let's see. Real. He'll move in base with Real. Real, give me a con save if you would, please.
Oh no.
Yeah, unfortunately, you smell specifically scrumptious to him. There's something about
19.
you that he likes.
19.
19. You take no fire damage when he moves into base with you. He is going to attempt to bite at disadvantage. Is going to be a 6 plus 10 is a 16.
Yep.
Jesus.
That is going to be 15 points of piercing damage.
I am down.
He is. He can't. He already used his action to initiate his attack, so he can't search for the egg or search for the sphere. You know what? He's gonna assume the sphere is inside you somewhere, so he's gonna rip you apart. He's gonna attack you. He'll have advantage because you're down, but he has disadvantage because he's poisoned. It's the regular attack roll with his claw. That's going to be a dirty 20. Take 8 points of slashing damage. Yes.
Can I silver barbs?
Sure, with your reaction, absolutely. That's a 4 plus 10 is 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right.
Thank
It's like
you.
he goes to claw and rip out your guts, and then I imagine Zatina says something to distract him, and he like kind of looks over at you. So he will use his remaining move to get in the base with you.
Uh-oh.
Zatina, give me a con save as he moves in the base with you.
Oh boy. Natural 20 for 23.
Nice. You take no fire damage. That will finish his. He does have a bonus action. Use his tail as his reaction. His 2 attacks and the rest of his move. Bonus action, he is going to cast Firebolt back over at Lyra again. Lyra, give me a dex save if you would, please.
Why me? I didn't do anything.
You cast Moonbeam on him. He's very upset.
I got a natty 20.
What the hell? That's like 6 natty 20s tonight.
I got a natty.
Obviously, you guys have paid off the dice gods. What in the world?
We tried to bribe them to foil your rolls too.
Yeah. The firebolt will miss. That'll finish the dragon's turn. Lyra, you are up with Father Jinx on deck.
All right. To move Moonbeam, is it my bonus action?
I believe so. I believe it's a bonus action. It can move up to 60 feet or 30 feet.
Later, you can. No, it's a magic action. So does that mean it's my action to move
Yeah.
it?
So, but what's the total amount you can move it?
60 feet?
Yeah, they doubled it. So in the old rules, it used to be a bonus action to move it 30 feet. And what they did is they made it an action, but now you can move it 60 feet.
Okay.
So that will hit him, and he'll have to make a con save.
Okay. Let's do that.
All right.
And he has a minus D4.
He does. That is going to be a 15 minus 4 is an 11. 11 plus 5 is 16 on his con save.
Damn it. It's a 15. He beat
He'll
it.
still take half damage.
Yeah. 3d10. All right. 8,
Is this
7, and 3. 18, so 9.
After that, he is now looking bloodied.
All right.
So he's
And then
he's officially at half his health.
is Bludgeon's down?
No, Real is down right
Real
here.
is down. Okay, I'm going to go to Real.
You can move 30 feet, right?
Yes.
He is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, yeah, 30 feet. That'll get you right there.
Spare the dying. Cantrip.
Yay.
No more death saves
Just
for him
don't.
as he.
You're just not dying. You're not.
Yep.
Sorry. I don't have any healing cantrips, but I have.
He's in repose. All right, that'll finish Lyra's turn. Father Jinx, you are up with Ariel on deck, although I think he's still unconscious.
All right. I was gonna mess with these gems, but I think I'm not going to do that.
As your unreality collapses around you.
How far am I from? Never mind. That'll take me a whole
50 feet away.
How far am I from real?
From real?
Yeah.
You are 60 feet away.
All right. How many times can I do that thing?
Cat-like agility, I think, like
I
twice.
I can do it. Yeah, once used. You can't use this trait again until you move 0 feet on your next turn. So, is this my next turn? So
Yeah,
I
this
have
is
to move
second
0
round. We're at,
feet.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I have to use 0 feet right now. Okay. Let's see. I will do guiding bolt.
nice.
Let me take a. Wow, almost a 20. 23.
23 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
What is this? 4d6 radiant.
Guiding bolt can be lethal, especially to the undead.
15. 18 points of damage. Okay, so I get my magic attack bonus, right? Or no?
What do you mean?
Well, if I'm doing damage, do I do any extra magical damage like you do with strength or no?
I mean, it should say in your spell.
Yeah, I never mind. I know what I'm doing. Okay, hang on a second. Let's so 15 points of damage.
Okay, 15 points of radiant damage. You're at 0 move because you're holding back. That was your spell cast or your spell attack action.
Yeah. Now the next.
So have your bonus
the next,
action.
Yeah, the next attack made against him.
Has
Has
advantage.
advantage.
Never mind.
'Cause
No,
he's floating.
it's on my next turn has advantage. Okay, never mind.
No, anyone's
says-
next turn.
No, it says the next attack roll made against him before the end of
Yeah.
your
Right.
turn.
Anyone.
Next turn
Yep.
has
Whoever
advantage.
hits-
So you
whoever
guys all
hits
have
hits.
advantage.
Whoever attacks him
Just the
next.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that will finish Father Jinx. Real, you're still unconscious.
Boo.
Takes the top of the third round. Zatina,
next to
you
me.
are.
Do a death save.
Can you die next to the cleric?
Can you die next
Really
to the
helps
cleric?
me out.
I mean, we can have
Hey.
a mint julep while we heal you.
That's
I
right.
didn't exactly plan on getting mauled by a dragon, so.
Zatina, at the start of your
Next
turn,
time,
I need
maybe
you
don't
to
fuck
make
dragon eggs.
a con save to keep from catching on fire.
That is an 8.
That is going to be 5 points of fire damage, and you are now on fire.
Ow.
This isn't where I parked my car.
I am I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp on him.
That's a touch spell, right?
I'm within touch, aren't I?
Oh, you are. If you touch him, you'll
Yeah.
take 3 points of fire damage.
To take away his reaction, I'll take that.
Okay. Go ahead and make a spell attack.
And I get the advantage from Guiding Bolt, right?
You absolutely do, yeah.
Sorry, I'm only 4th level, guys.
We're only fifth
Uh,
level.
I'd love to be a better cleric for you.
That is a 24 to hit.
24 will hit. Roll for damage. You'll take 3 points of fire damage.
What do I have that I can turn into that's
That
fire?
is 8 lightning damage.
Nice. Give me a concentration roll, since you are still technically concentrating on Witch Bolt. Near 10 or higher.
That is a 7.
All right, that will drop.
All right.
But now when you move, he cannot take a reaction against you.
Yeah, and I am going to run. Can I move? So there's a large rock.
This
Back.
one right.
Yeah, I'm gonna run away because I'm a squishy magic person. I'm not supposed to be a melee.
All right, that'll finish your turn.
For my action,
Oh, that's right. Shocking Grasp is a bonus action, isn't it?
it's a cantrip.
Ah,
I'm gonna try and hit him with another second level witch bolt.
go for it.
That is a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Oh, that's a 9. Is it 25 lightning damage?
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. He is now very bloodied. You are concentrating on Witch Bolt again.
Yes.
That's 25 points of lightning damage. Nice. That'll finish Satina's turn. Bludgeon, you are up with the dragon on deck.
All right.
Sick and bludgeon.
Bludgeon's going to fire a heavy crossbow at him.
Go for it.
And then for a bonus action, do a second wind and get some hit points back.
All right.
Oh, nice.
26 to hit.
26 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
9 points of damage. Now, do I have the auto reloader? Can I shoot again?
Yes, you can, because you've got 2 attacks. And you do not need the crossbow feat because the crossbow reloads automatically.
25 to hit.
I'll hit as well. Roll for damage.
Yeah, 14.
14.
So then, those are the 2 attacks. The second wind.
Go ahead and roll your heals.
Let me find it here. Hang on.
I think it's 1d10.
Yeah, there it is. 1d10 plus 5. Here we go. 10 hit points.
Nice. Kid's on fire, man. On fire. Well, I guess you don't want to be on fire. Do you want to move at all? Keep in mind you're still prone.
Yeah. Let me shimmy behind these crystals. Right on the ground.
Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop.
Then you'll get up.
So half movement to get there, and then half movement to stand up. All right, I'll finish Bludgeon's turn. You guys watch as the dragon's skin becomes black. You could see streaks of magma forming between its skin. It will use its special ability, Hardened Self, as a bonus action. It really wants that. It's going to use its fire breath on Real and Lyra. That's an auto fail for Real because you are unconscious.
Stabilized.
Doesn't matter.
Stabilized.
He can't make a deck save. He's
I know.
incapacitated.
What's he doing? What's the thing doing?
Fire breath.
Fire breath.
Oh,
Go ahead and give me a dex save, Lyra.
Okay. I get guidance.
No,
I
you don't. It's a save, not a
I
ability
know.
check.
I got 15.
15 will fail. You and Real take 41 points of fire damage.
I'm unconscious.
I am back to 0 hit points.
And I'm unconscious. You said how much?
41.
41. Yeah.
All right, so that means this goes away and
And
Moonbeam
Moonbeam goes
goes away. All right, so that was his action. His bonus action, all he's got left is his move, which is enough to try to Portada a wizard. He'll land next to Zatina. Zatina, give me a con save.
It's 1. Crazy.
That is 2 points of fire damage, but you're still on fire from previously. That'll finish the dragon's turn. Lyra, go ahead and give me a death save.
You add, no, you don't add anything to death saves. 16.
16, that's one success. Father Jinx, you are up with Real on deck.
All right, I'll move my 60 toward Lyra.
All right, get you in base with both Lyra and Real.
All right. I'm gonna try guiding bolt again. So 16.
16 will hit.
20. Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah, it's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
It's a dirty 20. Okay, so it's gonna be. Hope this fucking works. Oh, bad 5. 14 points of damage.
14. He is very bloodied. He is
divine
below
energy.
25% of his of his health point. He'll hit points.
Okay. And I will bonus action. No, that's one action. Shit. Okay. No. Did someone say cantrips bonus action or cantrips are an action?
All cantrips are a bonus action.
Okay. Because when I look at this, it says action. So
For healing
Yeah.
word.
But that's
no, for spare the dying.
It's still, but
Yeah,
it's a cantrip, so it's a bonus action.
Okay,
Yeah.
so spare
House
the
rules.
spare
House rules.
spare the dying on Lyra.
Okay.
Yay.
Lyra, no longer
No,
making
Lyra.
death saves. That will finish your turn. Real, go ahead and give me a death save.
Kitty.
19.
That's one success. Top of the fourth round, Zatina, you are up with bludgeon on deck. Xander.
What'd you say?
He's all, who pissed off the DM?
Yeah.
Why
no
are you
doubt,
guys
man.
fighting a
TPK -ing
dragon?
it right now?
Yeah, like, why are you guys fighting a dragon at level 5?
Seriously.
Because we're freaking stupid. That's why.
Seriously, and thank you.
Excuse me. Seriously, please, and thank you.
I am.
Oh, take another 2 points of fire damage at the start of your turn because you are on fire.
Making the
Go ahead
most
and
high
give me.
of
Sorry,
mouse
go ahead.
squeal.
Yeah.
I was just saying, making the most high pitched of mouse squeals.
Give me a con save, 10 or higher for Witch Bolt.
9.
That is going to drop. Witch Bolt is no longer effective or active.
I am going to You know what? I am going to Misty Step. And I am going to
Where would you like to go?
Step. Behind that that like rock wall, to the left of the dragon.
Over here?
No,
Over here?
yeah. Trying to. I'm hoping that it will not
Forget
hit
that gnomes are tasty.
and then I would like to
I would like to rage.
I would like to toll the dead.
Ooh, well done. Con save or wisdom save? I always forget with that one.
Wisdom.
Oof.
Not wise.
That is going to fail. Go ahead and roll damage. I think you get the extra damage because he's taken damage already.
Yeah. Not when I roll a 1 and a 2 for 3 necrotic damage.
3 necrotic damage. That'll finish Zatina's turn. Bludgeon, you are up with the dragon on deck.
All right. 2 heavy crossbows right at him.
Go for it.
17.
17 will just hit. That is his armor class.
Here's the next one. Natural 20.
Nice.
Jesus.
Another natty 20.
And he's using D&D Beyond. I mean,
16
Clearly-
plus 4.
That's how he's
24.
walking.
So then,
that is
from a bonus action,
I want
I'm going to do a second.
your D&D Beyond.
I'm going to do a second wind again. Wait a minute, what's happening here? Are we done killing them?
possibly.
We might not be done dying, or we killed the dragon and we're getting spewed out into the nether.
No, I didn't break the gems. I was going
So
to. though.
as the 2 crossbow bolts go flying across the chamber, they slam into the neck and head of the dragon, and it goes rigid for a moment, and its hardened kind of outer form suddenly erupts into a 30-foot sphere of flame and lava that kind of explodes and fills up the chamber. That's going to be 2 failed death saving throws for real. Lyra, Father Jinx, give me dexterity saves because the 2 of you are close
I was
enough
still
into the.
unconscious.
13, 14.
No, you were.
That's for the
Oh,
dynasty.
that auto fails, so you'll take. You'll take 22 points of fire damage.
I have no hit points. I was at 0.
Yeah, so you're on death's door again. Father Jinx, what'd you get?
I got a 16.
16. You take no fire damage as you're able to dance around it and avoid the effect.
Okay.
And with that, the dragon is no more.
Oh,
What would you guys like to do next?
Who's alive?
Not be unconscious?
now that I finally get to, I roll Callista and see what she's got on her.
I don't have that much on me.
What?
I don't have much on me because my bag's
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Okay, so I will basically spend my time here dragging them
Shields
to-
and weapons.
someplace that's not here,
Okay.
and
Does the
then
fire
casting
stay?
spirit and
Does it
doing
melt all
spare
of
the
the-
dying on them.
No, like the flame and magma explosion just kind of all drained into the rock floor.
Okay, so we're not in lava. Like, okay.
Correct. It was just the effect of him dying.
All right, so spare the
take you
dying
all
on
out.
everybody, and then start.
Start healing.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the bandages that I got from Lyra. I'm going to
Hey, do
use.
we have a cleric
my-
that can't heal?
Well, I already did some healing, so I only got 3 spells and I'm out. What do you want from me? I'm like 2 levels below you guys. Okay,
You're only
So-
1 level below us.
Yeah, they're level 5.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my medicine, which I have a +4 in, to see if I can like bandage them.
If you bring me up, I can heal too.
Okay, so I'll do Lyra then. Right? Yeah, so we need to roll, right? 8's not good. So I got a 12.
Is that points or
Yep.
12 hit points?
No, I'm rolling my medicine check to see if I can bring him back to 1 hit point at least.
Oh, yeah, I'll say you could stabilize him with the 12. Absolutely.
Okay, so she's done. She's got 1 hit.
I'm up
You have
to
1 hit point.
I got 1 hit point. Okay.
Yeah.
Bludgeon will do another second
Okay.
wind on himself.
Okay.
I will put myself out. Probably
You're gonna
probably
knock yourself
squealing
out.
such high pitch like only
I'm on
dogs
fire!
can hear.
I'm on fire!
Like
Oh, okay.
it's such a high pitched like girly squeal that like only dogs and
And halflings can hear it.
Real, did you die or are you still alive? Real, did you die or are you still alive?
No, I'm hanging on by a thread. We're hoping someone will save
Okay.
me.
All right, cure wounds. Cure wounds. Level 3. Where are my D8s? There it is. Okay. That is 9, 15, 15, 18 plus 4 is 22. 22 hit, points back. And then I'm going to heal myself. 7, 8, 9, 10,
Actually,
11.
I think because I have a healing kit that I bought from, with the bandages and all that, I think Real would get his one hit of his hit dice.
Yes.
Roll one of
it
his
would.
hit dice.
Yeah.
Also. So you have 1 point plus roll whatever your hit dice would be, and you'll get that.
Think
much
you're,
roll
are
back.
you a D8 real?
20,
I think it's D6.
15, 19.
So 2.
25.
Okay.
I get 25 back.
At least you won't fall down and die. You can fall down
As long
3
as
times.
nobody touches the don't take that rock back to any of the other eggs. I don't
You,
want that to happen again.
You sure?
That rock, which is throw it
Yeah.
somewhere.
Oh, yeah, we need to probably,
Oh.
Who
yeah.
the hell did that anyway?
Well,
It was
I
real.
was trying to see what if I could. I don't really know, to be honest.
I mean, when he
I
flamed us
totally
with his
forgot
breath
that you did
weapon-
that. I kick him in
When
the
he
head for
flamed
3
us
hit
with
points
his
of
breath
damage.
weapon, did it charge it?
It almost did, but it seemed that
Like,
No.
yeah, like
The
the
damn-
sphere began to
Flamed it.
activate. There was like an arc of energy between the two, and then suddenly the egg ruptured open.
It's probably because they were tampered with eggs. But when he was firing at us, check your sphere. Is it any different?
can I pull it out and look at it?
Or anything?
Yeah, there is there's a bit more of like an animated arcane kind of fluidity inside of it, but it has a strange kind of black and green coloration to it.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that too much, but I do have a little bit of juice in here, it seems. I don't think I want to do that again, though.
No, I
Can-
don't recommend it.
Good idea.
Can
It
I
hurt.
try and figure out like with her card check what happened to it?
Yeah, give me an arcana check.
My arcana 18.
18. You recognize the magic inside of Real's sphere is now necrotic. Like there was some kind of rebound effect and the sphere has absorbed some of the necrotic magic of the infected egg.
I will tell him that and say, these eggs have been tampered with some necrotic. That cat is very intent on cleaning her foot.
Mhm.
And
we don't know what she stepped in.
Ew, she stepped in almond roca.
Her own almond roca.
I said I would be careful because you say that the rock's what makes the portals, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't use the rocks.
Well, shit.
I would just be cautious about where that portal might lead to next.
Well, I don't even know if I have enough to open another portal, but
Yeah, normally it needs to like be full, and you don't get the feeling
Right.
that it's currently full.
yeah. I don't know what that necrotic energy in there is gonna do though. Hope maybe I
Yeah,
can
no.
find a way to drain it out.
Speaking of portals, I say we not touch anything else and leave before we accidentally end up
Right,
fighting
so
another
let's-
dragon.
Let's
Run away.
scoop up some of this gold. Hopefully it's not melted because of the lava. Did that all melt?
No, it's still there.
Is it real? Can we touch it? I mean, I
Yeah,
poked
unlike
real.
unlike
Is
the
it real?
weapons that were illusionary, as far as you know, the gold looks real. Do you choose to go and grab some?
I'm gonna poke it.
You're like,
I have
you poke at it and it clanks and makes some clinky noise when you poke it.
Portable hole.
Yeah, but
not
we
in the
have to, like,
Pharaoh.
Well,
Outside.
flip it out and then. So
Oh yeah,
That's
by all
wild.
means, open up the portable hole now.
no, the portable hole's outside.
That's too bad. Would have been fun. Fey Pocket meet Fey Pocket.
All right,
Well, I
I'm gonna
mean,
poke my head out.
now we
I'm
know
gonna
what it's
poke
like
my
to be
head out
turned
and,
inside out.
I don't want to know what it's like to be turned inside out. I'm gonna go out and like poke my head out, make sure no one's there. No one's
Chamber's still empty. No one near. No one in the laboratory.
Bird and Sebastian still sitting on the ground.
Yep.
Okay.
Staring at you as
Uh,
you come out.
What if
Hey,
we
Bird,
shovel
how long
them?
have we been gone?
Well, I think you've been gone 5 minutes.
Does it feel like it was 5 minutes to us too?
No, it felt like it's been well over an hour.
Okay, so I'm gonna. All right, guys, you wanna see about putting this stuff in the portable hole outside?
I mean, how much gold? There's a whole mountain of gold here. I mean,
This is-
that's gonna take forever. We don't got a wheelbarrow or nothing.
Well,
I can try and cast bubble lift and move it in the bubble. It'll
There
pick
you
up
go.
500 pounds.
It's a lot of coin.
Keep doing it.
don't rip your portable hole.
I mean,
I don't want to rip me a new one.
do I
Okay.
just? Do you just want to? I can start, fill my pockets, start throwing the gold up through the fucking portal.
Like you
I
watch
think
his
she's-
real jam some gold in his pocket, and then he throws some gold at the portal and it just bounces off.
Oh well, that's unfortunate.
So we can't take it
Alright.
with us.
Can I
So
try
pick a
stepping
piece of
through the
gold
Whatever
and
portal?
one's
try and
all his toe
portal.
moves, you can't take it with you.
Pick up a piece and
I'll
try and put it through the portal. Will it go?
No, it doesn't. And Real goes to step out the portal.
Real.
He bounces off. Sorry. Real bounces off the portal exit because he's got gold in his pocket.
I'll take
Alright,
all the
I guess
gold
we
I
have to
put in
leave the
there
gold.
out. I ain't that.
All
I mean,
right.
the Dragonborn is a powerful wizard. I mean, he's not going to just let people walk in and take his shit.
Yeah, but he's dead now.
Is he?
You said the late Davrix when you were going through the recap. So going by that,
It could just be that our party thinks he's dead.
Oh,
That's right.
Real's assuming he's dead.
It's only.
I never tried to send him a message, did I?
you
Not
did.
that I know of.
Oh, I
You
did.
did.
Yeah, he did. It didn't work.
Yeah,
So
it
he's
didn't.
on
work.
Yeah.
Well, we can
But
always
you
go
didn't
back.
you didn't try it in the pocket though.
I don't think sending would work from a Fey pocket.
If he's in
Yeah,
the Fey, it
but
might.
it works on the plane that you're on.
Mm-hmm. Does.
So if you
All
if you didn't get a hold of him on the material plane, either he's dead, decided not to answer, right, or
No,
he's
you
on
get
a different
feeling
plane.
that it goes
Deciding
through or
not
not.
to answer it would have still connected.
Correct. And it
Okay.
didn't connect at all.
it didn't connect.
Yeah.
He's not on the material plane, so you could try to see if he's on this plane.
Well, typically, if it doesn't connect, he's probably dead. That's usually what that means.
Because sending, I can send to other planes that exist.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
not-
very small percentage of failure, but for the most part, you can. Yeah. There is a third possibility, Zatina. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. $19.
The third possibility, maybe he's no longer in your time. There was that inverted ceiling that you guys discovered the ability to shift through time, and that caused a rather manic gnome to arrive and panic as you messed with time.
If he went through the time portal, then he would be in a completely different time, and I wouldn't be able to contact him either.
Correct.
Oh shit. Well, Father Jinx went through. He came right back, didn't he? Why would our little dragonborn friend not be back by now?
Maybe he put more coins in.
It's not a washing machine.
So he gets more time.
Mommy, what is that creature?
Well, the room we found, I guess, what was left of him. We found this little amulet thing, right? The entire thing was covered in soot and fire, like, a dragon who just breathed fire all over the place.
Mommy, what is that?
See how quickly Callista hit mute? Like, she just knows.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, if he traveled back to, because he was obsessed with Thordak, if he somehow managed to travel back to the time of when the Chroma Conclave took over, would this tower have been? I'm assuming, since he's a pretty powerful wizard, he has a pretty nice tower.
You're going down the right path. Give me an insight check, Zatina, as you're going through this process.
That is a 17.
What is this?
You finally piece together why the interior of the laboratory was blasted from a center point. You get the feeling that he went to the plane of fire, probably came back, went into his Fey pocket. He may have actually shifted to the point in time when Thordak was tethered in the plane of fire before he was released. Almost as if like he's looking for something. He's trying to find something. But from what Father Jinx did and what you guys discovered, you can't really be gone for longer than 6 seconds. It's like you activate it, you shift through, and then 6 seconds later you come back. The question is, how long are you able to stay on the other side before you shift back?
Again, you put more coins in and you can stay longer.
Well, you're more than welcome to try that theory.
So we pick up 2 coins and see if it takes 12 seconds for them to try.
I think the smartest thing, because we found all his research, which is a combination of Professor Dorn's notes and his.
Yep.
I think the smartest thing to do would be go through their research before we get into more trouble here.
Never a smarter thing has been said in my presence than that. Well, either that or destroy those gems and close the Fey pocket and be done with all this.
And
I know your
yeah.
magic type.
And
There's
as
no
Father
Continue
Jinx
with
says
things.
that, one of the eggs kind of
That would-
burbles a little bit. The surface of the egg burbles.
That would
You know
just
what?
be putting those eggs into random planes of existence, though.
Well, I mean, look at the bright side. They ain't big enough to fit through the portal.
I don't know if that's how that works, but okay.
They're
Uh,
kind of
We're all
locked
out
in
of the Fey
stasis
pocket at
right
this point,
now.
right? Or no?
I think we're still all just kind of sitting
No,
on
we're
the
still
inside.
in because he said we watched the egg burble. So we're
Yeah,
still.
like,
All right, let's go out
yeah, and lock the door.
Because they have
and lock the
they
door
have protect. Yeah.
and take the key with us. I'll hold the key.
Mhm.
I think I'll hold on to the key for a little while.
Take the roller skates.
It was my mentor's key.
Fine, here.
Mentor.
Take a damn key.
I know that.
He was my mentor. I really hope he's not dead.
Or, evil.
There's that too. I really hope he's not evil. I didn't think he was evil.
Well,
Are you talking about this Dorn guy or that
Davorix.
Davrix?
Dorn I wasn't sure of. But
Oh,
Dorn, we found body.
so Davrix was your mentor or Dorn was your mentor?
Davorix was my mentor.
No.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Which one was which again?
So Davos is the dragonborn wizard
Dragonborn. Yeah.
who was teaching
And Dorn
Lyra.
was the
Professor
Dorn was
Dorn.
the engineer from Whitestone.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And it seems that he was kidnapped and by Padway's people.
Yeah. I think me and Bludge went down there for all them dead bodies.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's dead. But it seems like Dorn and Dravorak, two different people, were trying to do the same thing. They were searching for something.
They were both researching the same thing,
Or perhaps, if y'all go through them
similar-
books, we can
similar
find out.
things.
It
Yeah.
seemed to me like what's his name? Dawn did most of the work, and then Davrix came in at the end and started adding his notes. So
Well, Davrix may have found what Dorn was doing after Dorn disappeared. Thank you. That's cool.
Mom, what is that?
And then-
on top his back.
That's a dinosaur, honey. So
remember when he
Dorn may
couldn't
have
talk?
found. I know. Dorn may have found. Not Dorn. Davrix may have found Dorn's stuff. Okay, go play with your phone. He may have found his stuff and then started after Dorn disappeared, and then started experimenting
Yeah.
with it. So maybe
Well,
he may have
perhaps
Dorn
these
left
books
off.
will. Well, I think let's just get back to that three-eyed raven. We can go through them books and we can see what it says.
or is
Three-
three-eyed.
Yeah,
Three-eyed raven.
seems like we have some
What- what's it called?
investigating to do.
Three-eyed, third eye. Oh, third eye pop.
You're
That's
the
what
one
I
with
said.
the raven.
Three-eyed raven. I
The
love
third
it.
eye
You're the one with the
apocalypse.
raven.
I mean, it's only been with you guys for a couple days, so I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that name though. The third eye. That sounds like I could start it in the third eye raven. Something I don't know. The third eye raven. Raven's third eye.
So
Is
what
gonna
was
like
Dorn?
wander
Was
off
like
back
engineer?
through the portal, just kind of coming up with names.
Yeah. Dorn was an
So-
engineer from Whitestone.
Whitestone. What the hell is that?
So we're gonna
Go back and
Reach.
secure this place like nothing and just keep it locked, right?
let's lock the front door. Maybe ward the door
Yeah.
if we can.
I hope you're not looking at me, darling. I
Just
don't
sign on.
have anything that
Put a
powerful.
sign on the door that says on sabbatical.
I mean, you guys seal up the portal, turn the key. You have the key. You then leave the library or laboratory, head down towards his receiving room, and you're now standing in front of the scaled tower. There's not really any kind of locking mechanism on his door. I mean, you could
It
put a
was locked
sign
when
up.
we got there. No, it was locked when we got there.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, can't say that.
Oh.
The locking mechanism would have been fouled during the break-in, and the locking mechanism is now usable again.
Okay. That is an armadillo.
Armadillo.
Yes.
Armadillo.
Bless you.
But this is the other armadillo with a diamond on it.
That is
Yeah.
a yes. That's
So
a
what'd you say about the? What'd you just say again, Storyteller?
You guys, when you pick the lock, it was damaged on your way in. And as you go to lock the door to leave his tower, you notice that the lock is fixed.
So it was broken when we came here.
No, it was working, but it broke getting in. So to pick the lock, you broke it to get in.
And now it's
now
fixed.
it's
And now
fixed.
it's
Mom,
fixed.
what is
Yes.
this one?
Wasn't that was
Hey, Mom, what that mean?
Did
What is that one?
everything looks the same? Dragon guts everywhere, and
Yeah, everything does look the same. Yeah. Give me an investigation check as you look around the the waiting room.
yeah, I'll give a quick investigation.
Okay.
13.
13. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty much the same the way you left it.
Can I cast
Is it still in darkness?
We didn't close the door when we came in. Is it closed now?
It was closed on your way down. Yeah.
No, we closed the door when we came up.
I didn't close no door.
We closed the door.
Can I go look out a window?
There's no window on the ground floor, but there's a window up on the laboratory floor.
And no doors.
I mean, can I go open the
my
door?
way out?
Can I go and
Can-
try and open
can I
the door?
cast?
Well, as soon as you guys came out of the ground floor, right?
Yeah.
And on your way out the ground floor, you were like, wait a minute. And you went to like shut the door and then lock it. And that's when you realized the lock had been repaired. It had been broken on the way in.
We're locked
Was
out
the
again.
darkness spell still on the bottom floor?
You're still on the bottom floor, yes.
No, was
I'm
the
very
darkness
confused.
spell still on the bottom floor?
It was not.
And it was there when we left.
Correct.
Mom, what is that guy?
Can I cast detect magic?
Absolutely.
And I
Yeah.
would also like to cast see invisibility.
No, we pull out the lantern of revealing.
Save your spell slot.
Save your
Okay.
spell slot.
So Zatina's bubble of detect
Save your
magic
slot.
comes up, and you guys pull out the lantern of reveal. There are fresh track marks in the blood of the floor. And I'll say, Zatina, you get the feeling that somebody dispelled the darkness. The track marks come in, they circumnavigate the downstairs. They then go back out the front door. You can see the little imprints as they disappear down the street.
Do they look like halfling sized?
Ooh, give me a nature check on that one.
I'll just turn the bird.
18.
Bird. weren't you supposed to keep an eye out for like people and stuff?
Well, as long as they're not invisible, I'm sure I could see them just fine.
You didn't see anybody come in the first floor?
He wasn't
No, I
here.
was watching the second floor where you left me.
What black sword?
Fair enough.
Mom, that's a wolf called black.
Oh my god, he is so obnoxious tonight. What'd you get for your nature check, Lyra?
18.
18. They are human-sized footprints.
Human-sized footprints. Okay.
Yep.
Are they Professor Dorn-sized footprints?
You would have no way of knowing.
I've met him.
Due to your lack of foot fetish, you have no idea.
You don't know. Lyra might have a foot fetish.
I don't know.
Lyra is a foot fetish. She's a hobbit.
As long as she's a foot fetish and not a foot fungus.
I don't know who are you.
All right.
Mommy,
So
I don't know.
it just
this
came
guy.
in, walked around the room, and left,
Yep, and repaired the lock on the way out.
and repaired the lock on the way out. We may want to leave because if they went to go after the authorities and are bringing them back here, we don't want to be here.
Right.
I second that. But here's my question. Could it have been another one of the students here?
Which would be going after the authorities and then coming back. And we don't want to be here. So let's beat feet.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
if one of the other acolytes or students saw you here, would they know that you knew Davrix?
Probably.
Is that be a good thing or a bad thing?
With
I'm
Davric's
slipping
dead,
away if they're still talking here. Okay.
Jake's like, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, I was kind of.
Blood-soaked room, dragons, fey portals.
60 movement silently.
You guys
Please
come
do
out
silently.
of the front of the scaled tower. You make your way through the border streets of the Cloud Top and
Oh.
Upper District. Go ahead.
And I'll prestidigitate us to make sure like there's no blood or
No
guts
blood
or,
on us?
or anything on us.
Fair enough. I mean, you guys did look like you just kind of stepped through a barbecue, so you kind of quickly clean up all the burnt marks and burnt clothing and everything on the walk. You come out of the Central District, cross over the Central District, and back into the promenade. Where are you guys heading off to?
the Third Eye Apothecary to go through books.
Oh,
Okay.
Before we leave, can I use my because I have like a species talent thing being a where I can make a little tiny clockwork device and have it be like a little thing and stick it on the door frame so that
Like
we'll
a
know
ring
if the
camera?
door's opened again.
Yeah, you could do that. Kind of like as everyone's leaving, you kind of
Like a
pull out the.
it's kind of like an ad hoc, like a poor man's alarm spell.
Okay. You kind of just place it up on the edge of the door frame, so in case anyone comes back, you'll get the alert. For now, you guys are back at the
Mhm.
Third Eye Apothecary.
It'll last for the next 8 hours.
8 hours? Okay.
Bludgeon will keep an eye out to see if anybody followed us.
Give me a perception check, if you would, please.
I want the
I'll be right back.
19.
19. So far, nothing looks suspicious. Nobody is currently following you back to the promenade, and no one following you back to the Third Eye Apothecary as well.
All right.
Yeah. That was a
I
fun
would
little adventure.
start diving into that.
Into the books. Up.
She's
The
reading.
Worm of Death.
That was fun and all, but we still aren't any closer again to Thordak Scar. That's what I originally want to do. I want to go check out the old crater down over there.
Well, I don't want to do it being down so many hit points.
Oh no, but I'm not really sure where we go from here. I mean,
A good meal,
Lara's old
some good
mentor is
drink, and some
gone.
healing.
At this
Man,
point,
that
it's
is-
I think it's like mid-morning at this point. By the time you get back to the afternoon, it'd be mid-afternoon by the time you get back to the Third Eye, because you guys had done a bunch of shopping beforehand.
Does the Third Eye Apothecary? Actually, never mind.
Can Bludgeon check his snake cage to see if he's harvested any venom?
Yes, a single dose of venom is available.
All right.
He's got the little leather cup on the edge of the cage with the little silken fabric over it. The snake bites onto it. And venom disappears into the cup.
I made a mistake. One
Um,
thing pierced my hand. What's wrong with Bludgeon? He looks a
He's
little
all-
puffed up. All right.
I would like to dive into that
What is that?
research.
Is that,
Yeah, give me.
Um,
You can give me either investigation or Arcana as you start researching the journals and the book.
golden? Slide top
I don't
to
know.
say?
Real. I don't know if we're going to be able to get into Thordak Scar if Dravorix is not around.
Why is that? Do we need him to get in?
He was my way in. I went in there doing research for him. And if he's not here, I might not be able to. We want to go before
Well-
everybody knows that he's not alive and not sending me in. We could, but it's risky.
I mean, could we forge like a letter or something?
Probably.
Yeah, you do have his original pass that he did give to you.
I know.
Doctor.
I have his pass. We could take it, but we'd probably want to do it sooner rather than later before everyone knows that he's not around.
Zatina, what'd you get?
17.
Okay.
And so why exactly are we going in the Scar so we don't die again?
Because he wants to go. I don't know why. It's just a big barren crater.
Well, I am hoping that perhaps
It's
that
really
is
barren.
that I'm hoping maybe that I could discover something there to help me with this as I kind of tap my bag with my gem.
I
in it.
mean, there's like pieces of broken teeth from baby dragons. There's not many.
Well,
of them.
Mommy, I want the whip
Well,
of
my-
it.
hopefully the. Go ahead.
My little thing here, it gets charged by draconic magic, and I'm hoping that. I'm not really hoping. I'm just wondering if maybe there's something there that can help me charge it or figure out where to go to next. 'Cause right now, I'm at a standstill. I ain't got nothing to go off of. I went and talked to the some smart feller down at the college or whatever you want to call it. I had him look into some stuff for me, but he hasn't gotten back. Right now, I don't really know what to do right now.
Well, perhaps we should look into these documents here. It might shed more light on why he was going in there.
Well, I think Zatina's on that right now.
Oh yeah,
It's like-
Satina's like halfway climbed into the portable hole and is like speed reading as fast as she can through these notes.
Pulling
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
different.
speed read the inside of my eyelids for a while.
Now, at
Get
this
some
point,
rest.
how long has Rio been with us at this point?
I mean, technically, he was with you during the time dilation, so he's been with you for about a week. Or
Week.
I thought
Yeah.
it was a month.
yeah, but you kind of arrived near the end of the
You
time
arrived
dilation.
after.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I would say he's been with you for about a week.
A week. Okay. All right.
Zatina, the notes are very interesting. You come across Dorn's conjecture that reaffirms the original information that you acquired through your first kind of perusal through these notes. The Thordak scar is the blasted remains of the Worm of Death, as her Worm of Death comes back. And it spins, and it spins, and it
You
spins.
spin me right round, baby, right
Like a record, baby.
round, round, round.
We could say while Zatina is giving you guys this information or absorbing this information, you guys can check off a short rest if you'd like to.
Cool.
Yes, please.
Mommy, can you whip me up now? I cracked my meat. Can you whip me up now?
You're awesome, Sebastian. Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. You'll be like Uncle Ivar.
So, Zatina, you begin to realize that Thordak's scar is the blasted remains of not only his arrival from the plane of fire, which most people do know about, but the subterranean fractured planes of shifting below it was his failed attempt to escape during his fight before he was killed. Unfortunately, that left a kind of residual magical effect where certain active planes of existence are kind of bleeding in and out of the now kind of strange shifting planes in the undercaverns underneath Thordak's scar. You find copious notes that this is the stuff that Dorn was interested in. He was specifically interested in trying to figure out how to manage, control, and visit all the different planes to see what they had to offer him. Along the way, he filled up an entire journal of research regarding Thordak's spawn, which was his failed attempt to bring about numerous versions of himself to take over Exandria. Some of that's a mixture of old history and then some new note-taking from Dorn. You kind of cross-reference with some of Davorik's notes. Davorik's notes are all focused on transmutation. All of his notes are trying to figure out how to transmute the power and energy of those eggs that he found into a polymorph or true polymorph ability to see if he could turn himself into a Thordak spawn. Once again, kind of makes sense with the mess. You get the feeling that the red dragon was a material component. He made the attempt. It failed. He tried to flee to his Fey pocket. Maybe he made it. You're not sure. And then he used the time shift portal to go somewhere. Whether or not he's alive or dead, you're not entirely sure. All the notes here are all their collective research. And to Real's point, it feels, well, to Real and Jinx's point, it feels like at some point Davorik's got a hold of Dorn's notes. All of Dorn's notes are before Davorik's notes. It's possible you find some evidence that maybe Davorik's had paid Padway to kidnap Dorn and keep him contained while he went through and copied and took all of Dorn's notes. What line of good and bad does Davorik's walk on? Hard to tell at this point. Clearly he was messing with some pretty powerful magic, probably backfired, and something has happened to him. We just don't know for sure what has happened to him. And this is like all high-level wizard stuff. Like you're reading spells that you've never read before. I mean, the entire written spell of true polymorph is in one of his journals. It takes up like 8 pages. The material components alone are
I want to
pretty
try and
pricey.
study that. I want to try and study that.
You could try to copy it into your spell book if you want.
Yeah.
You know what? I will try and copy that into my spell book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, he is non-stop tonight.
I know.
Is there anything in that book by chance about portals? Planar travel?
Portals.
Well, so the entire under cavern in the Scar is
Active planes of portals, yeah.
they're uncontrolled though, right? They're
random, they shift. Sometimes they wink out, sometimes
basically
they come
he
back.
was trying to tear his way into another plane of existence to get away from the battle he was losing at the end, right?
That's what Thordak was
Okay.
trying to do, yeah.
See, now I'm more interested in going on there. But does the book itself, does it have anything like about portal creation, planar travel?
No specific information about how to do it, how to manage it, how to materially component and create it. It's mostly just ancillary study of portals, nothing too detailed. Father Jinx, while this is going on, your particular network that you work with does have a secret access to the Scar. An old smuggling route that your group uses. Whether or not you choose to play that hand, I leave up to you.
Okay. Okay.
And once again, this counts as a short rest, so anyone who wants to use a short rest, you can.
You get hit points back.
I did. You can
If
pick
you
how
use
many
your
hit
hit
dice
dice.
you roll.
If you use your hit die, yeah. If you click short rest, it'll prompt you what you can do.
Well, I definitely want to go there now. If I can see some of them portals, maybe I can figure something out. But
Correct me.
I don't know what we want to do right now. I just got the shit kicked out of me by a dragon. I'd like to take a nap, to be honest.
Mom, is it that
That is
him?
fair.
Yes.
Mommy, we need
I
to
said I
go
think
in-
we all could do with some
Okay.
food and drink and rest.
Agreed.
I think food
can come
and
up
drink
with
are
something
involved
to
in a
do.
short rest, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Food and
but
drink are in a short rest.
my magic's quite depleted right now. I need some time to let it kind of come back to me.
Oh, and I would like to use Arcane Recovery to get a couple of
As
spells
all of you guys are in the midst of a short rest, reading books, recovery, and everything, there's a knock at the door. You hear an exchange between the guard that you hired and somebody outside. The guard kind of comes into the main common room where you guys are all currently doing your tasks. The guard looks over. There's somebody from the Lyceum here. Says he was hired by Bludgeon to do some research.
Let him in.
All right, Fen, come in. You watch as a eager student of the Lyceum comes in. He's wearing the livery colors of the Lyceum, and he's got a large or wrapped package underneath his arm, and he kind of pulls down his hood. Bludgeon. Oh, good. Listen, I had a bit of luck. I found 2 books I thought you'd like. One is a book called The Bride's Watch, and the other book is the first, second, and third volumes of the Battle of Bob Fields, all the details of the battle itself.
Okay.
The Bride's Watch was written by a rather interesting individual that goes by the name of Duke Occam. It would seem his daughters were paladins at the battle. And this is his account of the battle and his daughters falling in battle. They seemed to serve a captain of the guard. I found a sketch. Looks quite a bit like you, but much older. Maybe somebody from long down your family line that was there involved. Perhaps, don't know. But it would seem that the 3 daughters died. They were buried in the fated warrens on the outskirts of Vasselheim itself. Now, of course, I am going to continue to do research on the fated warrens for you. The Battle of the Bog Fields is nothing more than a military account of everything that happened, although in Volume 2, there is a brief few pages about the Battle of the Gatehouse, where it would seem somebody that matches your description, although they only refer to him as Captain of the Gatehouse at the time, who fought with the 3 sisters. Evidently, all of them fell in battle at the same time. They were then, later the 3 sisters were obviously interred. There is no information about what happened to the captain's body, unfortunately.
Very
Was
interesting.
made younger, and it's you.
He's the captain of the gate, huh? All right.
Did the captain have a name?
No, he's just referred to as the captain of the gatehouse. There was a sketch in the Barbed Fields as well, very similar to the sketch that I found in the Bride's Watch. It would seem they might have been done by the same artist. I'm not sure. I'm looking in to see if I can figure out who the artist was and maybe make inquiries from that particular level of detail. However, I do have some maps and other things that I'm still poring over, but I felt this was a good start, considering none of this was very familiar to me.
You've done your-
What year was the Battle of Bob's Field?
I believe it was during the Battle of Vasselheim, at the tipping point of calamity, maybe 800 years ago or so.
You don't have a date?
Not exactly. The dates vary. Some put it at 10 or 15 post divergence. Some put it at divergence. Some put it at the period of calamity. The Vasselheim resources here are minimal. I would have to send couriers up to the Cobalt Soul Library in Vasselheim to get more precise detail.
Go ahead and send those runners for the information.
It's going to be expensive. Do you have coin that I could use, please?
I have 100 gold pieces.
Perfect. That way, if there's any extra needs, I can pay for it. Thank you very much, Bludgeon. I'll be on my way. And Fenn turns to head out to get back to work.
How much did you give him?
100 gold pieces out of my personal stash.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just curious.
yeah,
Sebastian was
Laura.
talking in my ear.
Yeah,
I
Laura
was
Bailey.
just curious. I was just curious.
Hey, Jason, how old were the coins that we were looking at in that hoard?
Yeah, they range to pre-calamity, to calamity, and post-divergence. On average, they were about 500 to 700 years old.
That makes me wonder, actually. Zatina, does that book he had say anything about the lock that keeps us from taking the gold out of there?
Not at all. Nothing in the journals about the Fey Pocket. Nothing about the gold. Nothing about the lock. All his books were mostly just about his studies.
Did because I know he had taken Dorn's journals and stuff. But was there any of his own writing about the time portal mechanism?
No, nothing about that at all.
The stuff we found, is it basically mostly Dora's research with his annotations on the side?
Yeah, like you could tell that Davrick's research, he had taken Dorn's research and he was like using it to put final touches on his own research.
Okay.
So in the margins of his stuff, occasionally he'd write down stuff that Dorn was working on as a reference.
Okay.
Oh my God, Sam, you and that microphone on your desk kills me.
Sorry.
Darn, I was about to talk to Real. No, I can't.
I'm still here. I'll just keep it muted when I'm not
I'm gonna go
talking.
talk to real quick because
Okay.
this is interesting information, but I want to get more context. So,
So you and Real go talk in a place by yourselves. Gotcha. Okay.
yeah. Okay, so you got this thing. You got to get down into the pit there, and then you got some twin or something that's in a battle 800 years ago. Is that what I'm gathering from all this? Or?
I have no idea, to be honest. It sounds like Bludgeon's looking through maybe the past of his people. I know he's like some weird time shenanigans happen, but I don't think it's from the Calamity. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's who the runner was talking about. I really don't know. That's a question for him.
At first, I thought I was from the Calamity, only time shifted. But now I might be a descendant of it. And
There
the
you go.
captain of the gatehouse might have been a relative.
It might have
Great-
been you.
Great grandfather.
Or might have been me, yeah.
I mean, you
Visions to
can
this-
time travel.
I did have visions to something of the effect of talking to one of the three fates, one of those three apparent paladins.
Mhm.
And she says, was it worth the cost? Hence, Bludgeon the cost. I'm wondering if Bludgeon is even my real name at this point.
I mean, above table, I think if we put the right coin to go back to that battle or the calamity or whatever they're calling it, where you showed up at the gate house and I don't know.
And
That would
fight the
explain a
battle.
lot from what you're telling me you're remembering and, what you're saying.
I'd be up for heading back.
I mean,
That
maybe
would be
that's
the
how
worst
we,
idea.
this is how we stop everything from happening is go back to the beginning or, that time period.
I mean, I'm not trying to stop anything. I wasn't here to exactly stop what happened. I mean, I was just kind of following the others here. I mean, the Davrax or whatever his name was. That's one of Lyra's people.
Look, there's a book shop here.
This is her old mentor. I mean, I guess we're trying to figure out what happened to him. I'm trying to figure out how to recharge my gem.
Well, how could Bludgeon's history link to the activities of Thordak and now? Can it be linked?
Oh, I'm sure it could. I don't know how. I guess that requires a little more digging. I know you're doing some digging on that. I'm sure you'll come up with something. Or if we'll maybe find something. No, I feel like we're in a
And I would say, as a point of reminder, Bludgeon still doesn't have his memory back.
Mhm.
So his memory is limited as well.
No, I kind of feel like we're kind of stuck here. We ain't got nothing to go on for.
Right.
What's his name? Davrax? Davrax?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have anywhere to go off of Davax. We don't know where he went and if he's dead or not. I have no idea where to go or do because my gym has me stuck here and I don't know what to do next about that. I'm just kind of trying things, and that didn't really work out too well.
We can try to sneak in the scar again.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Bludgeon, have you ever been seen by a cleric? I mean, one more powerful than myself.
Only when I died and was brought back after a battle.
Yeah, we took him to Sister Lethwin, and she brought him.
Maybe they could help you remember. I think you should go talk to that priest and see if she can help you remember what happened to you, restore some of your memory.
Bludgeon, I got a question for you. You say you don't have any memory. What is the oldest memory you have right now?
The memories I have are the ones that were recreated once I arrived here in town. I remember I talked with one of them in a vision, one of the paladins in a vision. We had cards read first thing that kind of pointed that I should be in this area or time.
But you don't remember anything before you came to the city?
No, nothing.
Hmm.
And
was
for my
there
name, look at this. Bludgeon pulls out his gloves, and they're weighted like combat gloves with metal in them. And on the inside of it is written Bludgeon.
Right. So you looked at that when you woke up and figured it was your name, huh?
Is that because it does bludgeoning damage?
Well,
I think talking to a priest might help you. Maybe we can get some more clues out of that.
With this kind of swirling conversation, let's make a group check. Everybody, give me an insight check, if you would, please.
With advantage because we're in our store? No, that's persuasion.
That's persuasion. But you can use guidance, area of effect.
Guidance! We all get guidance. Ration?
18.
No.
18
Put the
without
dice down.
Insight?
Another one.
Yes, you got a number one. Good job.
I got an 18.
It's your turn again.
Yes.
18.
I got a 22.
I got a
22. 17. Zatina, what'd you get?
I got a 19.
19. You guys kind of all come to the realization at the same time because it's the only thing that makes sense because of the way the information keeps referring to the physical characteristics of Bludgeon. It's possible, if not probable, that maybe he passed through one of those planar shifts down in the lower chambers and has no memory of doing it and arrived at the city. Maybe some of what you heard Dorn talk about his experimentation, not only on different versions of himself, but maybe traveling back in time and testing whether or not people from different points in time could travel through those planar scars or tears down below Thordak's crater.
So maybe you came from back then, or at least before now, and from one of those portals. But
do they have those books that they had? Did they have any like pictures of the battles or anything? Because they said they.
Yeah, one book had a sketch. They both had a sketch. The Bride's Watch had a sketch of Bludgeon, and then the Battles had a sketch of the Captain of the Gatehouse. The sketch kind of made him look older than he is, but that could just be the artistry, the way it was rendered.
Yeah, right.
The image looks a lot like Bludgeon.
Okay, but is there like any pictures of the overall battle? Like, you know how they...
Yeah, like there's, the battle ebbs and flows out on the fields, the battle of the gatehouse, the battle of the North Wall, You
I
know,
mean, if there's illustrations, I want to look to see if there's any of us maybe possibly depicted in those illustrations.
True.
now you're getting into Mel Brooks territory.
My head hurts. Yeah.
You scour the illustrations. No, they're not that level of detail, unfortunately. They're kind of like just these mass illustrations of battle movement, military movement.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Almost
okay.
almost kind of like an explainer of how the battle unfolded.
Okay.
And you do, I will say this much, you do finalize some dates within the book.
Uh-huh.
The Battle of Vasselheim was 130 years before Divergence. Divergence was 1,000 years ago.
It was how long ago?
1,000.
Okay. I want to
Okay.
look in
Does
in
Legends clothing that he showed up with warrant a 1,000-year shift?
Say that again?
Bludgeon showed up with clothing on, right? You know, it's the same thing. Is it really 1,000 years old, or is it more like 500 or 150?
Probably closer to the exact time of the period that the battle took place. So it's a little more around 800 to 900 years old.
Yeah.
Like, you even take advantage of the fact that you pull out your gauntlet to prove that this was obviously property of Bludgeon. So you show everybody the name. And then there's a maker's mark stamp and kind of like a Vasselheim artisanal stamp from the smith that would have made it. And it's just like a series of marks and the year. And the year is like the year 32 pre-Divergence.
which is how long ago?
About 800 and some odd years ago. Yeah.
It's 870 years ago would be 130 years with 1,000 minus blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it'd be 870.
870 years ago, Bludgeon.
You
Um,
think, since Davrik was so obsessed with Thordak and these portals and all that, do you think maybe he has like a working study down in the Scar?
Like a map. If I were him, I would have made a map of all these sites that he runs.
Did it ever talk about in the notes why he was going down into the Scar?
Ooh.
Well, that's a good question. Why was he so dang interested in all that?
Good question. His journal and books were more about his experiments. Not a lot of specific information about why he was going down there so frequently. Or more importantly, as Father Jinx asks the question, what was the real reason he was sending Lyra up there to do all that research?
Is any of that in the books, in his
Nope.
notes?
Mm-mm.
What research were
Importantly,
you
your
doing?
research paralleled when Professor Dorn was on site as well.
What do you,
Is any of the stuff am I in any of Professor Dorn's notes? Stuff about
Not specifically, but Zatina would have recognized that there were at least 4 entries for subject A, B, and C, and D. So he was making entries about subjects that he merely titled them with letters.
do any of the entries match the things that I did?
Yes, I would say Zatina would point to the journal entries and she would show you that subject C had retrieved a certain amount of material and it was entered into the log. So you get the feeling that you are subject C.
Mommy.
Okay.
Are there
And this is
physical
Dorn's notes or
Dabrix's
Dabrix's notes?
I can't hear you, Lyra, because all I hear is our
Sorry,
son.
Sebastian, stop.
What were you saying?
Was this
Hold on.
Dorn's notes?
Sorry, hold on a sec. Zatina, what'd you say?
Oh, I was saying on the subjects, there's A, B, and C, but do they have descriptions, like physical
No.
descriptions?
No, he's keeping it very crib-like he doesn't want people to be able to decipher his research, is what you figure.
Lara, what exactly did you have you going into the scar for? You don't know? What did you do? What did you collect
I would
for?
love to talk right now.
Oh,
Oh, we understand.
Sebastian did he get into your special stash of caffeine?
Candy,
He didn't
caffeine.
do a line or anything, did he?
Okay, so
You do a line of like
he was
pixie
sending me
sticks?
He was sending me in to get samples.
Yeah, she was being
like
and the journal entry shows like she was being sent in to get like soil samples, rock samples, testing how far into the scar she could get before the kind of like magical effect of the scar would interfere with anything that she was doing. It was almost like he was kind of like using her as a
Guinea pig.
Yeah. kind of.
Damn.
He would know how it's dangerous then if he's using a guinea pig. Or how
well,
dangerous.
none of that was as dangerous as what when Dorn sent us, into the center of the scar.
With a misleading scroll as well.
With
True.
what was it? He said it was.
He said it was mold earth. And it was actually
with a
earthquake,
mold earth spell.
and it was actually an earthquake spell.
So he's trying to knock
We had to
something
figure-
loose out of there?
No, it didn't really cause an earthquake. It was weird. It caused
And
like
it-
a portal.
Both people sent us in with a unclear motive, but they knew it was dangerous, both of them, and one of them was like it could wipe us out completely.
Sent suckers A, B, and C and D into the
Maybe
into
Does
the
it say
scar.
what-
They all
does it
came
say
from
in
his
me.
notes?
individual with the hopes that we would wipe out the other one.
Real, give me a history check, if you would, please.
Hey, Jason, how far down does the grotto
Nat
go?
20 for 21.
Yeah.
Nice. As far as your people know, Father Jinx, getting to this so-called like subterranean cavern and the way they describe it
Mhm.
is not what you guys use as a smuggling tunnel. There's an old sewer line that you guys take up into the Cloudtop district that allows you to deal with certain people up there in more illicit goods.
Right.
What they're talking about feels different. Like they admit that or from their discussion, you pick up on the fact they believe what happened is that they shifted into a subterranean space below the scar. But your access point is a very simple kind of old abandoned tunnel that simply gets you into the Cloudtop district. Real, with your role, they're describing two planier sets of magic colliding. And it's the collision that allowed them to shift into the caverns below. Whatever that space is that they were in, you get the feeling that there's a lot more to it than what they found. You're on mute.
Yeah. Do I think that it's not physically there, like this open cavern full of portals isn't physically on our same plane? It's like half in our plane, half not in our plane. Like if I were to just dig down with a shovel, I wouldn't find it.
Exactly, and that's the vibe you get because as you listen to Zatina read the journals, the journals are describing a space of magic that is collision, that is both material and other planes of existence. This is the outcome of shifting magic that failed. Thordak was trapped, died below, and was then able to shift out of the material plane.
I don't want to go back in there. We almost didn't.
Well, I have a feeling this cavern, this place that he was studying, it's not I don't think it is what y'all been saying it is. I don't think it's actually there. It sounds like to me that this is a place stuck between realms, and you were somehow, or we somehow found a way in there. Does that make sense? Like it's there, but it's not. You couldn't dig to it. If you just dug a tunnel down, you would never find it. You would need a way to shift. Maybe not onto another plane, but off this one. Actually, be able to see and interact with it.
No clip through the physics.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that we could dig down to it because it opened up a portal to it. It wasn't like
yeah.
hole.
How did you get into that space?
We walked
And then we fell.
and then we fell.
Not
Didn't
exactly.
you say you cast a spell? You had a
Yeah.
And then
spell.
we kept falling. There was a spell. We had a scroll. He gave us a
Maybe
scroll.
that's what caused you to phase into the other plane.
Do you know what kind of spell it was?
Yeah.
What kind of magic?
Well, he told us it was mold earth. It was not.
Very much not mold earth. No.
No.
So
It was-
we've now
I mean, it
stuck
looked like earthquake,
with
but it
the
didn't do an earthquake.
conundrum of how do we enter this interplanar space where these.
We don't go in there. We don't. No.
What do you mean we don't?
It's bad in there. Bad. I've been having dreams since going in there, and I don't want those dreams to get worse.
Well, what was so bad about it? What happened?
We almost didn't get home, and we saw ourselves, and then we saw ourselves again, and then we saw ourselves again, and all of these like ourselves through like out our lifetime were in there, and it was very creepy. And Eldira saw herself die. It was very weird. I don't want to do it again.
You
Does
don't have a choice.
We always have a choice, and we
Well,
have a choice not
what
to go.
happens if we visit this place in another time?
That's probably what we saw. Was us
That's what I'm
visiting again
saying.
another time. I don't want to do it again.
Well, we
Not
don't
saying
even
that.
have a way to get down there. We don't have a way to shift. If we don't know what spell was used, then
It looked like earthquake, but it didn't cause an earthquake.
no, I don't. I wouldn't be
just-
able to know without seeing it.
Can I try and guess
We still
based
have-
on the description of
Do we
what?
still have one of the scrolls? We still have one of the scrolls, don't we,
I think so.
Jason?
Go ahead, Zatina.
Oh, I was gonna say if they had a description of what the scroll looked like, or if they had another copy of the scroll. Can I try and guess what spell they actually cast?
It looks like earthquake. Here, I'll show you. I pull it out. It looks like earthquake. This is the second one that we got from Dorn.
Can I look at it and
Can I help her with that?
Arcana.
Yeah, you have advantage on an Arcana check.
Jazz,
Yeah, with guidance.
Guidance.
Hey, Jason,
Arcana-
while they're doing that, I want to go look for that secret door, possibly.
Okay. You head out to go find that smuggling route into the Cloudtop district.
25 Arcana.
25. That's actually really good. There is a feeling that the material components were imbued into the scroll, and that it was a powerful spell that mimicked Earthquake, but was never intended to allow Earthquake to actually shift or happen. Almost as if there was a magical resonance that was already there, and this magic caused the two to collide and then created something for them to shift through. They didn't fall physically; they shifted through.
So it was like, can I
Felt like we were falling for like 5
can
years.
we turn the lantern of revealing and shine the lantern of revealing on the
Yeah.
scroll?
Pull out the lantern of reeling, put it on the scroll.
Okay.
See if it's like, because I know there's could be illusions to make things look like other things.
Oh
And
man,
in text.
wrote it in invisible ink.
You mean his own urine? Dun, dun, dun.
Dragonborn pee is invisible ink? I never knew that.
Oh.
Yours
We learn
is too.
something every session.
Just gotta use heat to see it.
Does it look any different underneath the lantern?
It looks very different. What feels like a spell that was written for the specific purpose, it was actually a hidden reference to a plane shift transmutation spell within the scroll itself, which meant the paper that it was written on was the tuning fork of the shift. They were purposely tricked into shifting down into those fractured planes of existence down below.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That makes more sense.
So this
I don't want to go back.
If
You
I'm
don't have to go back.
understanding
I'll go.
right,
I don't recommend it.
the scar is like where a bunch of tears to different planes are kind of all smashing together, right? So it's
Correct.
unstable.
Yep.
And then this is like getting down into one of those specific areas where two planes are smashed together.
If we go back.
Even more, based on the way they're describing, if Thordak tried to retreat to the plane of fire, that could be one that's down there. But they've also just described other types of planes as well. And these other types
there
of
were
planes.
portals that we could see that went into different. I mean, they didn't look like here.
So
Sounds like when
But
Thordak tried to escape and he failed, it's almost as if the portal itself went haywire and just
yeah,
kind of collapsed
What-
in on itself and went everywhere and nowhere.
I mean, we saw some of Thordak's
of-
body in there.
That's kind of cool.
what
Skeletal
it kinda
dragon.
sounds like is because he can transport himself from one plane to another. That's one of his.
That was one of his
Thordak?
spell abilities that he had. Yeah.
And remember, we had that wagon that had the ability to at least come out.
That was Dorn's wagon. If Dorn's wagon is still there.
Right. If it's still there, maybe we can go back in to where those portals were. The 3 different portals.
Do
Or
you
other
remember
portals.
the way?
So how did y'all get
I
out
don't-
the last time you were there?
There was a portal guardian that we had to kind of convince that we were allowed to go through.
Portal Guardian. Did it look like?
I mean, it wasn't really. It was. Okay, Jason, help me,
But you just-
help me
you
describe
just
it.
crossed
Yeah, it was a
back and-
puzzle.
So you just cross back into this world, right?
So I'm going to have Lyra make a history check. And
Yeah.
based on how high she rolls will determine
Guidance.
how much
How well?
exposition I'm able to lend.
13 plus 7.
30-20?
Yes.
Lyra begins to describe their journey to all of you. Obviously, Bludgeon will remember this journey, whereas the 3 of you were not involved in this part of the particular journey. They had taken on Dorn as request, as well as Lyra's mentorship with Davrix. Both things seemed to cross paths, so they seemed to think it was an opportunity to make some gold through Dorn, while also continuing to do research for Davrix. They journeyed up to the cloud top because they had a pass that allowed them in, and then they set up camp. They then used the scroll per the advice of Dorn, but they realized that the closer to the center of the crater they got, there was already arcane interference and magical activity happening at the very center of the crater itself, When they got to the center of the crater itself, they read the scroll. The scroll
But we
and the
couldn't
magic.
because there was silence.
Yep, and the scroll and the magic of the crater combined reacted, creating a planar shift that sent them into these mysterious caverns. And they described that these caverns were filled with many different portals. However, there was one particular portal that was guarded by some strange creature, one upon which Lyra had never seen before. But this portal that they found was very specific. It had a puzzle for a ranger, a wizard, and a rogue. And it was intended to allow either a wizard, a ranger, or a rogue to safely pass through the portal. They triggered the wizard one, which allowed them to safely pass into Dorn's or into Professor Dorn's Vardo wagon that was connected to this particular portal. And that's how they made it safely out of the subterranean caverns.
Yeah, and there was like an eye and a hand and a foot or something. Or different body parts that we had. I don't remember. I didn't keep my notes from the puzzle.
And once you were able to solve this puzzle, you're able to return.
Yeah, the portal formed and it took us to Professor Dorn's inside his Vardo.
And that was a one-way trip there.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out how to access it to go back in, because it wasn't the portal wasn't in Dorn's Vardo. It was like a glyph that the portal probably was
It was
linked
like
to.
an anchor.
The portal. Yeah, it was like pretty much exactly what it was. An anchor that allowed Dorn to physically travel to the strange planes of existence and then safely return back whenever his studies. There were bodies that were found though as well. Multiple bodies of Professor Dorn were found.
Multiple ages of bodies of Dorn.
Yep.
Which could be how Bludgeon is younger in the now and older in the before times. The before 4 times.
Almost as if somebody was trying to stop something from happening.
They stole Bludgeon from the past, so something didn't happen.
He wasn't there to help protect the 3 paladins.
And
3
no
fates.
defense, they would lose. So based on that logic, somebody would have snatched Bludgeon earlier in his life. So that he
you
wouldn't
weren't
be
there to
dead.
help them. So we have
But
to send
he
you
was
back.
there because it was written in history.
In that
So now we've created a bunch of now there's no time paradox.
more Bludgeon.
There's a Terminator style time paradox going on.
Well, if he existed in our timeline, that means eventually he found his way back. If that is him.
Yeah.
Like any moment now, Bludgeon's expecting a knock on the door and another version of Bludgeon arrives.
With red hair.
Well, now,
Nobody
Lyra, I
called
know
the
you don't
TVA.
want to go back, but I think it'd be good if we go down there. I mean, if you want to stay here, that's fine too. I would like to go.
I think we should go back to the tower.
There may be another option.
Remember, Father Jinx, you're not there. You took off to the.
No, that's
sewer.
right. That's right. I forgot. I'm searching. I'm searching for the secret door in here. Yeah.
Yep.
What's that, Zatina?
There may be
Sorry,
another
I
option
started getting interested.
because they found Dorn's body in Padway's hideout. Assuming that
One
they
of
weren't
Dorn's bodies.
resurrecting him.
Right. Might not be Dorn Prime.
I mean,
How do we tell if
would
it's
be the
Dorn
only
Prime?
one we'd have.
You can always speak
Cut them
to
open and we look for the circles.
Cut them open and look for the circles.
Like a tree, rings on a tree. I don't know.
Oh,
No, but I mean, we could.
There should be some kind of spell.
Assuming he can be resurrected, he can be interrogated.
I mean, we could go and. I don't have speak with dead. Never mind.
Well,
Some kind of spell that is like a temporal alignment. So you cast something on that object, and it tells if it's in the correct line or time.
Legend lore could potentially do that. Wield and Woe could it be slightly insightful for stuff like that. Probably the most powerful spell that could tell you something is. Has anybody thought about casting Identify on Bludgeon's gloves?
Oh, here, give those to me, and I'll ritual cast Identify on Bludgeon's gloves.
Then one can hardly.
we are so lost.
So as you guys begin to kind of play with these theories and these possibilities, Father Jinx, you're back out in the streets. Heading...
No, wait. Time out.
Uh-oh.
You said that this actual building might have a secret entrance into the grotto.
Into Thordak's scar, yeah.
No, before I got on my mission, you said this building might have a secret passageway
Yes,
that leads into the grotto.
correct.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yep. So as you comb the backsided streets behind the Cloudtop district, you begin to follow the smuggler's path that you've overheard people talk about.
Okay.
Before long, you are behind the great walled section of the Cloudtop district. You can now see the rising parapets of the citadel that by the end of the festival should be floating some 200-300 feet up in the air. You begin to scour the edge of the wall and the overgrown trees and underbrush of this particular area. Give me investigation or survival, your choice.
All right. Let's survival. No, it'll be investigation. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. You find a path that leads up to some shrubs and trees that look odd. You pass your hand through what's clearly an illusion, and you step beyond the illusion. You can see the small crystal that is expressing the illusion in front of a sewer grate. The sewer grate does have a lock on it. There's also a thieves' cant sign. I'm assuming you could speak thieves' cant.
Yes.
You recognize it as a myriad warning to remind whoever uses this to be sure to relock it and do not disrupt the illusion. This is definitely the smuggler's tunnel into the Cloudtop district.
Okay. And there's supposed to be a secret door into the apothecary.
In their basement is what your operators were referring to.
That's what I want to look for.
You want to look for that one as well?
Yeah.
Okay. The base information you were given about that was a sewered exit down by the dock district.
Okay.
Takes you a while to head down there. Give me deception just to make sure no one's paying attention to you.
He's not going to our basement, is he? He's going through the tunnels.
Shush you! You don't know. You're doing a spell.
I'm not doing a spell.
Yeah, you were.
He's going to be
You're
coming
looking
up
at that
from the
scroll.
sewers. He's not coming through the house, if that's what you're asking.
What am I doing?
No, the house, the basement is.
Give me a deception check.
Deception. Okay.
Yep.
We have it.
So
we have it blocked off.
17, 18, 19, 20.
I'm aware.
A 21 again. 21.
Yeah, so as you're down in the river district or in the dock district, you follow the edge of the riverbank to the three sewer outlets that you were told about. Sure
Okay.
enough, you get to the one sewer outlet where there's a boat waiting for you. You jump into the boat and you start rowing into the center sewer outlet that begins to take you into the subterranean sewers of Emon itself. You follow the instructions on the map that you were given, and before long, you find a place. It takes you about half an hour to find it, but you find a little dock, a little platform that allows you to, tie your boat up there. And eventually you see the smuggler's access point that should lead up to the subterranean area of their basement, but it is currently heavily chained and locked off. So you're not sure what you need to get through in order to enter into their basement, but you found the old smuggling tunnel that should lead from the third eye from the basement to this point. This is an old smuggling warren for all intents and purposes.
Is there locks I can pick or check for traps
certainly,
and all that?
Give me an investigation check as you check for traps.
Investigation. So 14?
14. No traps as far as you can tell. Give me sleight of hand as you start picking the lock.
Come on, sleight of hand. 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. 21.
21. You pick the lock, it falls to the ground. The door opens, it goes in about 30 feet to a ladder, and you can scale the ladder up to a grate.
Okay. Can I move the grate?
Give me a strength check as you try to move the grate.
Yeah. So that's going to be shitty, I think. Oh, yeah. So it's going to be a 7.
Yeah, it doesn't budge. Too
Okay,
heavy.
cool. All right. Well, I just got it opened up. I close it back. I close the door back up, and I'm going to go back around and come back in the front.
Okay. About an hour or so later, Father Jinx will arrive back into the common room. Zatina, as you cast Identify on Bludgeon's gloves, they do identify themselves as items from an exact point of time because of the way that they were made. They were also made to receive an enchantment that they never received. They were made in the year minus 235. They identify as master-crafted gloves. They are very old.
You said what year?
The year minus 235. So they're over 1,200 years old.
Okay.
I'm
Damn.
getting older and older. What did you call them? Massive what gloves?
Masterwork.
Master-crafted. They were designed to receive an enchantment, but they never received it.
Is there any indication what enchantment they were supposed to receive?
Pretty powerful. Not what the enchantment itself was, but it could hold a level of enchantment up to level 5, level 6.
If Bludgeon would let me, I would like to cast Identify on him.
Ooh, saucy. Now we're getting the deep cuts.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do that and another tarot card.
Do you want Eldera to pull a card before or
Before, definitely before.
Well,
Okay.
I have to ritual cast it, so
you got 10
It takes
minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah, so she can pull that while I'm
Flip that card.
setting up the spell.
While she's casting that and while Father Jinx is gone, in the spirit of full disclosure, and he has been with us for a week now and looking for dragons, I'm gonna pull out the red dragon egg from the bag of holding and check on it.
Okay.
Hold up. Where the hell did you get that from?
And what's interesting, Real, is when she pulls it out, because Zatina and Bludgeon are busy, As she pulls it out, it looks very different than the egg or the eggs that you experienced in that hidden Fey pocket. As you stare at the egg that Lyra pulls out, you recognize it immediately. It is a red dragon egg. This is a traditional coloration, its size, its the way it looks. It is definitely a red dragon egg that she's in possession of.
Where in tarnation did you get? What?
What?
Where in tarnation you get that?
I stole it from Professor Dorn. Shh.
What are you doing with a red dragon egg?
Right now, keeping it safe.
You know that thing's a mighty big problem waiting to happen, right?
Well, I don't think it's gonna hatch yet.
It kind
Yeah.
of rattles a little bit.
As soon as that thing hatches, I mean, you might be okay for a little while, but
As soon as that thing hatches, we can probably charge up your crystal.
Make it a pet.
yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I just got breathed on by a massive fucking dragon thing.
Yeah, but that
They only-
one was a broken dragon. This one's not broken.
I'll say at this
Yeah,
point,
I don't think
Father
that's gonna
Jinx-
help.
I'll say
Hmm.
Father Jinx arrives
No,
back
before
at the
Father
third
Jinx
eye.
comes, I'd put it away.
Okay.
I saw that
Yeah.
red dragon egg. I looked through the window. No, I'm just kidding.
Zatina, I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw, if you would, please.
Wait, did you pull the card?
Oh, that's right. We're pulling the card. Somebody roll a d20.
Whoever's gonna
I
pull
think
it out.
Satina no, Bludgeon should. Bludgeon should.
All right, D20
Oh,
coming up.
yeah, we got questions about him.
Roll Ed Bone. 14. 1, 4, 14.
Oh man, I
is-
thought that was a nat 20.
It is an inverted setting sun on a black starry lit sky. Eldira describes it as a person who is lost between the sun and the moon, somebody who is lost to time.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah.
Intelligence saving throw, you say?
Yep.
Guidance. Wait, no, you don't get guidance.
I don't get guidance in saving throws.
Bludgeon just starts drinking mead.
23.
23. As you cast Identify onto Bludgeon, there is this intense, like this intense feeling of that intense feeling you have the first time you cast magic. The intense feeling you have the first time you write your first spell. The intense, like, his existence is so magically infused with who he is that you begin to see blurred versions of him all around him, all over the space of the Third Eye Apothecary. Like, it's almost like a kaleidoscope versions of Bludgeon everywhere around you. This person claims to be Bludgeon, but you're not sure exactly who this person is. And it's at that moment, as you begin to focus on this line of thought, that you see 3 female avatar paladins kind of walk through the dozens of different versions of Bludgeon. One of the redheaded paladins looks at you and goes, and there's like this psychic rupture. And you guys watch as Zatina just kind of literally holds her breath. Her hair begins to stand up on end. Her eyes slowly roll in the back of her head, and she is unconscious on the ground.
Whoops.
She doesn't take any damage. She's just currently unconscious.
The hell
Almost
just
as if
happened?
she experienced something that her mind couldn't quite coordinate.
I'm gonna rush over and check on her.
Give me a medicine check. Father Jinx, you are now back at this point.
Okay.
13.
13. She seems unconscious but uninjured.
She seems unconscious but uninjured.
What the hell happened?
Okay.
Um,
Do you got something in here like smelling salts? I'm assuming this is an apothecary. Maybe you can wake her up.
Bludgeon
yeah,
splashes.
here, go get the smelling salts.
Bludgeon comes over and just splashes meat on her face. No response.
Ooh.
I guess we'll
I'll
And
try-
her
try
eyes
medicine.
are moving rapidly underneath her eyelids.
I'll do a medicine check on her.
Yeah, give me a medicine check there, Father Jinx.
Roll higher than a
Oh,
13.
shit. I got a 13.
Yep, she's unconscious.
Maybe I need to pull on them cards. All right. Okay. But she looks like she's maybe dreaming or going through something. Her eyes.
Something, yeah.
We might
It's like-
might
it's
have
like
to wait for her to
watching
come
a-
out of this.
It's like watching a chihuahua chew on a lamp cord and fry itself.
Aw.
Lesser
Poor Chihuahua.
restoration.
Poor lamp cord. Lamp cords are expensive.
Apple, more apple juice.
Okay.
Well,
Lesser
perhaps we should take her to her room and wait for her to wake up before we can find out what the hell just happened.
Yeah, I'll help him get her in situated.
Zatina, you are standing in the archway of an impossibly large gate. There are 3 women around you. A blonde, a redhead, and a black-haired woman, all wearing different armor. One is of a tree, another one's of a sun, and I think the other one, I don't have my notes up right now, but I think the other one is a wolf facade on hers. They seem to be arguing as if you're not there. So you don't know if this is your subconscious experiencing this or something else. The first woman looks, the redheaded woman looks over at the brunette. We have waited too long. They're going to figure it out. And if they do, it could be difficult to undo the mess that they may find themselves in. The other dark-haired, the black-haired woman responds, I don't think you understand. It doesn't matter if he gets out. It's not like he's got any place to go. It's just going to be the end of him. The blonde looks at the two of them. After everything he did, we cannot allow that to happen. Our father insisted, remember? The redhead. I understand, but sisters, we still don't know where this dragonborn went. We're supposed to find that dragonborn, stop him. The dark-haired one looks back. I understand. You know what? I'll give it another go. And their argument kind of like heightens, it ebbs and flows. They seem to be insisting that a mysterious dragonborn is like a fundamental threat to what they're going through. But they're talking as if you're not there. Maybe they think you're incapacitated, but your arcane nature of your mind allows you to resist whatever barrier they may have thrown up to prevent you from hearing this conversation. But what's interesting is this conversation is taking place in the old gatehouse of Vasselheim. You recognize it from the images in the book. But you don't know if this is your current time, a different time. Do they have you somewhere safely so that your mind is contained from telling Bludgeon the truth? Suddenly, there is an eruption of light between you and them. This little gnome steps out of a gateway, looks back at the 3 women, and then looks like kind of like camera view, like almost as if he's like holding your face, and he taps what should be your nose. Listen, you and your friends have come across something that you don't want to fuck with. Just saying. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to undo it. But the pathways that I've seen aren't very good. So, go away. And you like flat palms your face. The next thing you know, you're being carried upstairs by Father Jinx. Your eyes open.
Now,
I will.
You're awake. Where
That
did you
was-
go?
And you don't have to retell all that. You can just say you tell them everything if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll tell them everything I saw. And I would be like, they refer to a dragonborn. What are the odds?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
What
probably.
they said,
They
what
didn't
about
say
a
what color
dragonborn?
dragonborn, but
What did they
um,
say about a dragonborn?
that
Oh,
they've left him alone for too long and he's a threat and they don't know how to deal with him.
I think they might be talking about our dragonborn. Davrax.
That's what I'm saying.
Davrax. Whatever his name is.
I don't know. There's
I
probably
saw
been
that
dragonborn all
weekend.
throughout.
But yeah, I saw that
not-
gnome again. And he said that he doesn't know how to fix this, but we're messing with something dangerous.
Drake.
But
Okay.
I'm kind of confused about the paladins. Like, I thought the gods left this place. I mean, we got Jinx here, who, I mean, he's a cleric. I get, we have that other, y'all have that other cleric, that lady, but I thought they were all gone. I thought all their power was, for the most part, siphoned away. Now we have 3 paladins.
Are they
These-
referring to Bludgeon as no place to go and don't let him out?
That's how they referred to you, yeah.
And not then they broke to the. We have to find and stop the Dragonborn. Maybe the Dragonborn is breaking Bludgeon out.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie,
if I'm
y'all.
understanding right, the 3 paladin sisters were from Calamity. They were from 1,000 years ago when
Right.
the gods were a lot
So-
more prominent.
Bludgeon is Vecna.
Don't read his notes.
I'm not
I don't
reading
know.
his
I don't want to
notes.
know how I'm gonna die.
He's
when
breaking
I'm
someone
thinking
out, you know? I mean, and he's bad and he's locked up. Bludgeon's Vecna.
I want to know
It
how,
was a
how
bright
Real's not
sunshiny
like.
day.
I think Real's already planning on how to try to steal that dragon egg from Lyra.
Probably.
I don't know what he was gonna do with it.
Let's
I-
see.
Split it open and let the magic refill your crystal and get the fuck out of here before these guys.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna work.
You never know till you try.
Well,
Yeah, but
now
then
his
it's double
his
egg.
stone's tainted with necrotic energy as well.
Yeah, I gotta get that shit out first.
Squeeze
As
it.
you
Wring it out like a rag.
as you guys sit around as the sun begins to set, you begin to discuss your plans on what to do next. It's be a good spot to stop. By the way, that was session 19, so that is a milestone tonight. So, Father Jinx, you are level
Not getting eaten
5,
by a
and
dragon?
everybody else is level 6. You guys go ahead and linger. We'll talk about the schedule. Everyone else, thank you for coming out and watching or listening later. As
We-
always, be
we roll
safe,
for
be
points.
kind, and don't forget, play a game, everybody. We'll see you next week. You guys go ahead and linger, and we'll talk about it